It's loosely based on a true story.
Absolutely.
I read not only the French army, but other armies as well. They execute people.
Well, the Romans did it. That's where the phrase decimation comes from. When a legion would lose a battle, they would ask every 10th man to step forward, deca, and they would kill him as an example to the others in that legion.
The sad ending of the story is that in the end, Kirk Douglas fights the whole thing, but the guys get executed anyway.
It's The Wire.
This is The Wire, exactly.
This is the point of view is middle management, and labor is diminished, and the authority is the institution is paramount. That's the condition of man, of modern man in the 21st century.
You have to do what your supervisor tells you. And
of course.
So you tell
that's how institutions become self-sustaining and self-aggrandizing at the expense of the individual.
So you're painting this really black picture of, you have these institutions, the individuals in those institutions, they don't really matter.
Not labor.
Yeah.
Not the individual human being. They matter less and less. We as human beings are worth less every day. Capitalism triumphs when profit only matters, when the state of society is not the measure of human progress, but profit is. Then by definition, labor has to be diminished because labor is a cost. And labor, whether it's a smart cop on the beat, or a kid selling drugs on the corner, or a stevedore, or a newspaper reporter, or any of the other people depicted in The Wire, or a French soldier in World War I, labor becomes a little less human every day.
But
that's where the modern world is left.
What choices do the people in the system have? Because even the people who protest against this whole thing, they don't have any power. So it's not that. What choice
do they have? Less and less choice. You're asking me how much choice the inmates have.
No, not only the inmates.
Use the phrase inmates.
Okay.
And you start to see it. For example, there's a war on drugs in America. And we arranged it economically so that we no longer need our manufacturing class. Because it maximized profits for the corporations, the factories have all gone to Matamoros, Mexico, and Singapore, and South Korea, and the Pacific Rim. And we no longer need our factories, so we don't need our workers. So the inner cities are full of people for whom work has disappeared. Now we create an underground economy based on the sale and use of drugs, of narcotizing the self. We don't need you for our economy, but if you can at least narcotize yourself and go to sleep with this heroin, then we can sell you that. And you can participate in your own destruction, and you can in turn be destroyed by the war we will then wage to maintain the price of this illegal narcotic. Right now, the drug trade is the only viable factory left in places like West Baltimore or North Philadelphia or East St. Louis. The drug trade is the factory. So how are they any different from the French soldiers that are either told, go up and die in the trenches attacking the German line that you can't possibly take, die in front of the machine guns, or die in front of the firing squad? That is the state of more and more people in our world.
Maybe we can take a look, because it's not only the workers or the laborers. Let's have a look at the first black mayor of Baltimore, Kurt Schmoke, who had a very strong opinion about the war on drugs. And he's not just a worker, he's a mayor. And in my opinion, he's as powerless as anybody else.